right, guys, so it took a host of rarities, each more unlikely than the next, for the Pacers to win Game 5. Foul trouble limited LeBron to fewer than 25 minutes for just the 6th time in 994 career games, fewer than 1%. Just as foul trouble kept him off the court, it also kept James out of the box score. He scored fewer than 10 points for just the 10th time in his career, also only 1% of his games. On the flip side, Paul George's outburst was only marginally more likely. Though he's the Pacers' unquestioned star, George reached the 35-point plateau for just the 8th time in 339 games, less than 2.5%. So with all those factors working against the Heat in Game 5, you'd think they have a good shot in Game 6 on their home court. According to advanced metrics, Miami has a 62% chance to win Game 6. Mark Schwartz joins us now from Miami, where the Heat have yet to lose this postseason. They're 7-0. Mark, you were at shoot-around today, and all the talk was about Lance Stephenson. Keep in mind, this is a family show, Mark, but what exactly was being said?
Well, you know, it's unbelievable, Kevin, that Lance Stephenson has dominated the headlines of this series. He's not exactly dominating it on the court. Nobody would say that LeBron James' lowest scoring playoff game in his history is because of Lance Stephenson blowing in his ear. More likely because of the mind-blowing 5 fouls that LeBron put up. But Larry Bird, the boss man, weighed in on Lance Stephenson's blowing, and he told Lance he does not like the barometric pressure into LeBron's ear. So I asked Stephenson, what does it mean to you that a guy you respect, love, and admire doesn't want you blowing into the ear of the enemy?
Lance, I know how much you respect and love Larry Bird. When he was asked about the blowing in the ear, he said he didn't like it. What did that mean to you to hear that?
I mean, it means a lot. He definitely keep me on the right path my whole career, and whenever he say something to me, I take that to the heart, and if he didn't like it, I just won't do it again.
Are you on the same side as Larry Bird on that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be good just to play basketball. You know, when you got antics and stuff being bigger than the game, you know, then, you know, of course it's going to raise some eyebrows.
That's a part of who Lance is, and you know, I didn't even know it again until after the game. So, you know, obviously, you know, we're in a must-win situation. You know, so everything is a go in my opinion.
We still want him to carry an edge, but you know, he's got to make sure he doesn't cross the line.
He probably understands where the line is.
Yes.
If you did that to Larry Bird when he played, what do you think he would have done?
It probably would have been a fight.
Well, first Lance Stephenson said that he wouldn't talk about LeBron being weak. Now he says he won't blow in LeBron's ear. How much faith can we have in Lance Stephenson's word? Joining me now, ESPN.com senior writer Brian Windhorst. What is the net effect of Lance Stephenson in this series?
0.0. The Heat are up 3-2. Lance Stephenson's actions are not working. What I can't figure out, Lance said to us today that he doesn't think all this stuff is actually working. He says LeBron's too good to let this get in his head. So why is he still doing it? He said he was going to stop the last game, and he was overboard the last game. I have no idea about this guy. I only deal with this guy maybe 15 or 20 minutes a day during these days. I don't have to deal with him all these hours that his teammates have to deal with him. I don't have to deal with him for 48 minutes like the opposing team has to deal with him. I'm being driven crazy by him. I can only imagine these guys have to deal with him all the time or like.
Now, Chris Bosh said, do not talk to me about Lance Stephenson ever again. I'm not talking about him for the rest of the playoffs. What about LeBron James? I mean, the fact that he had his lowest scoring playoff game of all time, does that mean he's going to get 60 tonight?
You know, I think LeBron doesn't really care about the ear blowing. And I think at the end of the day, he doesn't even care about the foul trouble. When he looked back on Game 5, he saw 24 minutes that he did play where he didn't play well at all. Probably his worst 24 minutes of the playoffs. 2 of 10 shooting, 3 turnovers. You know, didn't get it done on the last play of the game, however you want to call it. He didn't get it done. That's not the way he needs to play. He definitely needs to come in with a better performance tonight. He knows a loss tonight puts the Heat in serious jeopardy. I expect LeBron to rebound very strongly in this game.
Any way the Heat lose tonight?
You know, they're 7-0 at home. They've won 11 in a row when they've lost in the playoffs. To me, it's an elimination game for the Heat. You know, I think, you know, the Heat have obviously a great opportunity to close it out.
It's interesting for a team that is ahead in a series 3-2 to call it a must-win, but that's what the Heat are calling it. Back to you.
By night's end, we'll either see the Heat crowned Eastern Conference champions for the 4th year in a row, or We'll wonder how the heck the Pacers return this series to Indiana.
Well, yeah, it will be the question. This will be a make or break for several players tonight, and they know it. Paul George, another chance for magic. And how will LeBron respond after his worst playoff performance as far as points is concerned ever? They all spoke moments ago.
Our focus, again, I know I sound like a broken record. It'll be, can we impose our style of game? Not that we can't win a game like it was in Indiana, but we want to have it more on our terms.
I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to come out, really aggressive. I know, from last game, a lot of attention will be on me on perimeter catches. So, I'm going to tell all my guys to be ready, be in a spot where I can find you. But I'm going to come out looking to score and be aggressive.
Excited?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
This is about winning tonight. It's not about anything else. It's not about 7 games. We're one victory away from accomplishing, one of our goals this year, and that's all it's about.
Paul, what do you expect from, obviously LeBron, big game for him, but do you expect the extra attack mode from him, if there's such a thing?
I think he's been in attack mode this whole series. So we're expecting him to come out and be aggressive and, play his game. We always prepare for that. So, we're good. We can win a ball game with LeBron going for 30 or 40. We just can't allow, other guys to go off.
Obviously, that was a strange game for him only to play 24 minutes. So he's well rested. He's eager to play tonight.
I always like that position when one of our best guys has a bad game before or a so-so game. It's just extra motivation coming back and a closeout opportunity at the crib.
Lance, I know how much you respect and love Larry Bird. When he was asked about the blowing in the ear, he said he didn't like it. What did that mean to you to hear that?
It means a lot. He definitely keep me on the right path my whole career, and whatever he say something to me, I take that to the heart, and if he didn't like it, I just won't do it again.
I don't know. I'm not talking about Lance Stevenson anymore for the rest of the playoffs.
Are you glad the way LeBron handled the other night?
Yeah, we're all pros. We're pros, and it's about the game, and it'll be about the game tonight.
Indeed it will. A chance for the Heat to make it 4 straight Eastern Conference championships. Mario Chalmers, 8 points in 35 minutes. Last game out, he also had 8 rebounds. He'll try to lead the Heat to victory tonight in Miami, where the Heat have not lost this postseason. Miami has been dominant at home, 7-0 on their home floor. They've owned the Pacers there over the past 2 seasons, including these playoffs. Miami has won 8 of their 9 meetings in South Beach, but has dropped 8 of 10 in Indianapolis. Again, second closeout opportunity for the Heat. First one on their home floor, tip time from Miami, 8 Eastern on ESPN.